cuore dell'Italia, generosa di incomparabili paesaggi e tesori d'arte, è la Toscana, etrusca terra dove il sì suona. Patria di grandi che in ogni tempo onorarono l'Italia. Musici, poeti, pittori, cantori d'amore, prosatori, architetti, geni universali, navigatori, storici, scultori, cesellatori, studiosi dell'universo. Un estremo lembo di questa terra è il Casentino, il luogo più dantesco del mondo. È posto ad est della gentile Firenze e a nord della vetusta Arezzo, di cui ne è provincia. A guisa di anfiteatro è chiusa a settentrione dal monte Falterona, a levante dai monti della Verna e a ponente dal gran giogo del Prato Magno. Un fiumicel che nasce in Falterona è l'Arno, principe dei toschi fiumi che lambisce questa terra tanto varia e pittoresca. Centro geografico è Bibbiena, a cui convergono 3 importanti vie. La strada proveniente da Firenze attraverso la Consuma, quella umbro-casentinese che risale da Arezzo e infine la tosco-romagnola che valica il passo dei Mandrioli. Non manca in Casentino la linea ferroviaria che da Arezzo, percorrendo in tutta la sua lunghezza la valle, giunge a Stia, nell'Alto Casentino. Questo trenino ci invita ora ad una fugace visita.
In Casentino, a land of passion and creativity, tradition and innovation come together to shape a unique heritage. For centuries, the stories of brilliant minds have enriched this territory, leaving an indelible mark on the artistic, scientific, and cultural landscape. In this journey, we will explore the lives of those who shape the course of local history, transforming their visions into a legacy that still lives on and inspires these lands. A true laboratory of genius in constant evolution. From Pratovecchio, Paolo Uccello, with his obsessive and visionary quest, forever changed the concept of pictorial space, blending mathematics and creativity to give new form to reality. His genius marked a turning point in Renaissance art, anticipating solutions later adopted by generations of artists. Mino da Fiesole, born in Casentino, was one of the most refined sculptors of the Italian Renaissance. His art, rooted in tradition, yet open to innovation, stands out for the elegance of its forms and extraordinary attention to detail. His works, especially his portraits, are renowned for their subtlety and ability to capture the essence of the figures depicted. Mino da Fiesole masterfully combined delicate modeling with profound expressive sensitivity, helping to define the sculptural language of the 15th century. His impeccable technique and capacity to breathe life into marble left a lasting impact on art history, influencing generations of future artists. He remains a symbolic figure of Renaissance sculpture, a master who elevated the art to new heights of formal and emotional perfection. Bernardo da Vinci, an intellectual and playwright of extraordinary talent, skillfully blended drama and diplomacy, transforming theater into an occasion for intelligent and reflective entertainment. Known as Il Bibbiena, he was a close friend of Raphael and served as personal secretary to Pope Leo X during his time in Urbino. His work, rich in wit and innovation, brought to the stage the nuances of human nature, making his comedies lively and sharp. La Calandria was one of the first comedies written in the vernacular and in prose, breaking away from the Latin verse tradition. Francesco Morandini, known as Il Popi, was a pupil of Giorgio Vasari. He collaborated on the decoration of Palazzo Vecchio and created numerous altarpieces and frescoes for churches and convents across Tuscany. His works, marked by formal precision, harmonious proportions, and vivid colors, reflect the elegance and complexity typical of mannerism. Many of them can still be admired in his hometown. Il Popi contributed to the stylistic variety of the Florentine art scene, leaving a significant legacy in late 16th century religious art. Also in Popi, amid an era of discoveries and innovation, we find Francesco Foli, physician, scientist, and inventor. His Mostra Umidaria, designed in 1664, was a revolutionary instrument that anticipated modern hygrometers by centuries. Grand Duke Ferdinando II was so impressed that he sent copies of it to princes across Europe. Today, this engineering jewel is displayed at the Galileo Museum in Florence, a testament to a mind that turned the observation of Casentino's climate into universal science. Fascinated by blood, Foley envisioned transfusions decades before they became reality. In 1654, he presented the Grand Duke with a bold project, using silver tubes and animal intestines to transfer blood between people, believing it could rejuvenate the body. Although his Studera Medica remained more a visionary treatise than a practical guide, Francesco Foli is now recognized as a forgotten pioneer of transfusion. A provincial doctor who challenged the limits of knowledge, a brilliant yet little-known mind, he demonstrates how genius can also emerge from the widespread wisdom that permeates this valley. Bernardo Tanucci, born in Stia, was a key figure of Enlightenment reformism. A jurist by training, he became advisor to Charles of Bourbon and later Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Naples. During his tenure, he promoted political and economic reforms aimed at reducing feudal power and limiting the Church's influence, favoring the centralization of the state and the establishment of a more secular and modern government. Despite internal resistance, Tanucci maintained a reformist line, strongly influenced by Enlightenment ideas. The suppression of the Inquisition in the Kingdom of Naples helped modernize the public administration. Originally from Casentino, Tanucci showed how a background rooted in a rural context could lead to an internationally significant career. His political and legal legacy remains a reference point in 18th century Italian history. But Casentino has not only given birth to great artists, scientists, and intellectuals. Its genius is not made only of illustrious names, but also of the silent work of those who, day after day, built this land, leaving deep traces in the cultural, economic, and social fabric of the valley. Behind every innovation and enlightened vision, there is always a context that makes it possible. An environment where ideas can be born, grow, and turn into reality. We're not just speaking of the great names in history, but of a genius that lives in every gesture, every look, every word whispered through the alleys of the villages and the artisan workshops. Genius does not belong only to the great names of history, but is found in daily gestures, in the hands that work, in the knowledge passed down through generations. In the heart of Casentino lies a story of collective ingenuity, a thread clearly woven into the larger tapestry of Tuscan tradition. A community whose widespread knowledge laid the foundation for the growth of these giants. We can think of genius as a rare flower. Its beauty cannot exist without the fertile ground that nourishes it. Over time, every innovation and insight born among craftsmen, farmers, technicians, and builders helped create an environment where talent could bloom. Without this vital lifeblood, many of the extraordinary minds we admire today might never have expressed their full potential. Casentino, with its traditions and communal spirit, teaches us that genius is not a gift reserved for a few, but the result of a web of shared knowledge, experiences, and visions. It is in daily life, in the silent labor of those who tend the land and shape materials, that the true force of innovation lies. Today we invite you to walk the paths of Casentino, to visit and explore its ancient villages, and to discover that collective genius still lives on, inspiring its people. Every gesture, every story passed down, every small invention is part of a legacy that constantly renews itself, proving that creativity is never the work of one alone, but the expression of an entire community that, with its wisdom, has left its mark on history.